Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is you're joining me from today. It's your favorite girl, Shakira Okewole, personal growth coach at A Better Me, where we help you find your life's true purpose, get clarity about that, break free from all things fears, worries, limiting beliefs, and self doubt, so that you can start to play big. You can identify yourself and start to do the things that appease your soul, that sits pretty with your soul, that gives you genuine fulfillment in life. And today I'm going to be talking about childhood, trauma, memories, and how that has shaping or molded our life as of today, or is still molding our life as of today. And I'm going to tell you a bit about my story. When I was small, I remember that I am so chatty, or I was so chatty. I really enjoyed chatting as much. And I just want to, be in a place where everyone's happy, everyone's lively. I didn't want to see anyone feeling bad or feeling kind of low. I felt like, I always felt like, why do you want to, why are you not just jiving? That's me. That's the feeling when I was growing up. That's one of the things I remembered. And secondly, I also remember the fact that, the words that stuck into my mind as I grew up, that I usually hear or that I heard a lot when I was small and much younger, is the word discipline. Oh my God, my dad used to use that a lot. And they do say that age 0 to age 8 of every child is the age where the child is actually picking up the blueprint of what or who the child's going to become in life. So if you're a parent, I want you to take note of that. Age 0 to 8 years is the age where you want to really be conscious of how you put words and put and train the child in terms of what you speak to them and how you relate to them. Because I mean, the nature and the nurture that the child receives, especially at that age, determines the way they're going to turn out in life. I mean, is a big player in the way they're going to turn out in life. So I repeat, the nature and the nurture. For a child that is very obedient, that's the nature of the child. She listens, or he listens a lot, and that's the nature of the child. Such a child needs a nurture that complements his or her nature. So it's about the nature and it's about the nurture. The nurture usually comes from the parent, from the environment, schools, media, whatever it is that the child is listening to or is exposed to. That's the kind of nurture that I'm talking about. And the nature comes from within. It comes from within. Oh, maybe your child is gentle. Your child is curious about things, or your child is not or the attention span of your child is really low, which can be in terms of attention deficit and all that. You want to observe the child's nature, and you want to know the right nurture to give the child. All right, that really speaks so greatly about me, because I mean, when I was small, like I told you, I was really chatty. And then I remember a couple of times when my granny would tell me, "Oh, you talk too much." She's from Ijebu, and she would say, "Omwiju means that you talk too much in Ijebu dialect." And as I was growing up, that kind of struck into my subconscious mind. And sometimes when I want to express or when I want to talk, I just remember those words that I think I'm a talkative. I think I'm a talkative. And because of that, I started to keep quiet. A couple of times, I have ideas to share, but I just keep quiet. So look at how that can kind of shaping you in life. It got to a point where I knew that, I was keeping so much ideas to myself. I was keeping so much thoughts. I was keeping so much brilliance into myself. And, the world needs it. No matter how it is, you're always a step or two ahead of some other people. So, and that kind of held me back in terms of my self-worth, because I feel like I have so much, but I'm not offering so much. So it's a way that I also want you parents out there to also look at and see how you're not changing your kids. Allow them speak, allow them fully express, but ensure that you're correcting them when they need to be corrected. That's one thing about childhood. That's one thing about what we are thinking. That's one thing about nature, the nurture that the child is receiving. Right. Another thing that struck me recently is that I've met people recently whereby they're complaining about how they were raised by very strict parents, and they didn't have the confidence to show up. They didn't have the confidence to shine. And I must tell you, this resonates with a lot and lots and lots of adults. If you look back, you will see the reason. You'll be able to trace the reasons you are at the moment. If you feel like you're not confident enough, or you have self-esteem issues or self-worth issues, I want to tell you to trace back into your childhood. It might be that, you've been silenced. Just like I said, I was silenced, not consciously, not because the person who, or not because the environment shaping you to be silenced. That's what we understood, especially in African nature, where when the adults are talking, you as a child, you need to keep quiet. Even if you have an idea, even if you have an opinion, you're meant to keep quiet. So it's also something that I look forward to seeing a change in the trend, whereby, kids have their opinion, they hear it, and when they hear it, you as the adult, you're able to help them mold it. If you feel like they've not said it correctly or rightly, you're able to educate, not criticize, not judge. Not criticize, not judge. Criticism can be something that kills the power of self-expression. And being judgmental is another way of, killing self-worth and self-esteem. So if you think that you're that person that is always, wanting everything to be perfect, we can have it all perfect. That's you going on the way or on the route of anxiety, worry, and depression. Yeah, because you always wanting it to be perfect, you always needing or seeking perfection, then means that you're not allowing chances for growth. You're not allowing chances for growth, right? It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fail and fail forward. In fact, fail early, fail fast, learn fast, and move forward fast. It's a strategy. It's a beautiful strategy, right? So I want to also look at your childhood and look at what you've been saying as to, oh, I wasn't born with a silver spoon, as to the fact that, oh, I wasn't raised by a wealthy parent. I want you to also change that. If you didn't come out of a wealthy family, I want you to know that a wealthy family can come out of you. All right? A wealthy family can come out of you. You can birth abundance. You can be that game changer in your family. If you so desire it, if you're so deserving of it, then you need to stand up and start doing the work that aligns with you being that game changer in your family. I want to be a giver, a lender, and not a borrower. All right, that's how I want to remain. So go back in time, go look at all the things and all the stories that you've told yourself, especially those that emanate from your childhood ages, especially those that comes from a place of you complaining about how you were raised or how your background was not serving you. Can I tell you something? That is the strength that you need to garner, that you need to put together, that you need to start zoning with to create a life that you want. Things change when you begin to see how things are. All right. It goes like the things you're looking at changes when you begin to change the way you look at those things. Right? I want you to begin to change the way you're looking at things. If you're thinking, oh, my life is not going to be the way I want it to be because of X, Y, and Z, because of the community, because of the environment, because of my friends, my family, all of those stories, I want you to detach yourself from those stories, especially those ones that comes from childhood, and start start rewriting the things that you want to see in your life. Start rewriting, start showing up for it, start believing in it, and in the strength of your belief, your faith is gonna make it so. Another thing I remember about childhood, oh my God, is the jumping up and down. It was so beautiful. As a child, you're not worried about what people are gonna say. You just want to jump from here and there, enjoy yourself without, having a feeling of being judged or being abused or whatever. You just want to enjoy without no limit. That's how I want you to also begin to approach life. Approach life knowing that you're just exploring your gift, your talent, your happiness. Just explore it. Be childlike. I don't want you to lose your childlike nature. Many of us has lost that quite a long time ago, where you're worried that, oh, I have to be elderly. I have to carry myself like an adult. Yeah, it's okay to carry yourself as an adult, but when you're approaching life situation, be childlike. All right? Fail and just feel like, oh, it's okay, and just move forward. All right? And don't feel like, oh, you're going to be criticized, and don't feel like what you're doing is not right, or the journey you are on is just not fulfilling enough. I want you to find that childlike nature of yours. It allows you to just go freely, move freely in life situations, and you come out of it happily, knowing that there is no bad, there is no wrong, there is no good, there is no ugly. It's just a life's process, because life indeed is a process, the good, the bad, the ugly, which you've got to enjoy all together. Go through it, merge through it, and begin and continue to create your world going through it. I hope you did learn a thing or two from today's lessons, from today's chat, and I will catch up with you soon. Keep radiating, keep going through your life, enjoying it, knowing that there is a next level awaiting you already. So go step right into it, and I'll catch up with you later. Cheers.